Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your very first time you've come across this channel, please kindly subscribe and join this great family. Yes, join this great family of farmers. So in today's video we are going to, yes, as you have seen it from the topic, no smell, no flies, chicken pen. Why is it that there are always flies in your chicken house? Why is it that your own chicken house is always smelly? So as we continue, let's continue. So where I live, it's not like there are no flies in my area. Flies always comes around, but not in my chicken pen. Why is it so? What have I been using? So how do I manage that? How do I normally do that? You come to my chicken pen, you will not see any, first of all you will not perceive any smell, and then you will not see flies. Of course, what attracts flies is just one thing: smell. So the biggest thing that attracts smell to the chicken house is the biggest thing that attracts flies to the chicken house is smell. Yes, you've heard me right. It's just smell. How are we going to eradicate smell from our chicken houses? That smell is mostly common in ammonia. Ammonia is a gas and very toxic. The best thing to do to keep smell away from the chicken house is to deal with ammonia first. So how can we do that? How can we do that? Number one, try by all means, you as a farmer, you have to ensure that you try by all means to keep your chicken house very dry. You just have to keep your chicken house very dry. You see some chicken pens, you see water, you see everywhere will be soaked from rain, from water that you used to give your chicken. So you have to know how to manage that. Once you experience anything like that, you just have to clean it up immediately and let it look dry again. So the number 2 point here is food spillage. Yes, food spillage. Sometimes maybe when giving your chicken, when giving them feed, you experience some spillages. So what you're supposed to do every time you get spillages, you have to clean up immediately. You have to clean it up immediately. Don't allow it to remain there. So number 3, litter management. You need to keep your litter dry, very dry, especially if you are using deep litter system. This is a great challenge for us who are using deep litter system. You just have to be extra neat. Yes, if I should put it that way, just have to keep the litter very neat. So you have to keep your litter very neat from spillages, as we earlier said, from all your litter should not be wet. If at all you experience if your litter is wet, what you are supposed to do is immediately you are to clean it up. So you need to keep it clean and dry. Dry litter is always the answer to that. Just keep it dry. And another thing that you should be doing, if you are using deep litter system, once in a while, like maybe 2 to 3 times in a week, 2 to 3 times in a week, you should be turning the litter. You should be turning it using maybe hoe or a shovel. Be turning it. Don't allow your litter to be caked. It should not be caked. And another thing, you need to keep your litter thick enough to absorb chicken poop. You need to keep your litter very thick. Let it be thick enough to absorb chicken poop. And another thing that we need to know, another thing is storage of manure. Where do you normally store your manure? Is it very close to the chicken house? Of course, you have to take it very far away from your chicken house. And your manure should not your manure should not be wet. If it's wet, it will still attract flies. It will smell, of course. It will smell and it will attract flies to your chicken pen. So try and get rid